Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something called Big History, and it's exactly what it sounds like. A radical new way to look at our past, our present, and even our future, all woven into one single epic story that stretches from the Big Bang right up to this very moment. And look, this isn't just some fringe academic idea. I mean, even people like Bill Gates are championing it. This is not the history you remember from school, with all the kings and battles and empires. No. This is the story of everything and how it all connects, from physics to chemistry to us. So to really get what big history is all about, we're not going to start with some ancient civilization. We're going to start with you. Because it turns out the story of the universe is also your personal origin story. I mean, have you ever really stopped to wonder about that? About your most fundamental origins? Where did the actual stuff that makes you come from? The carbon, the oxygen, the iron flowing in your blood? Well, here's a spoiler. The answer isn't in our soil or our oceans. It's so much bigger than that. The basic ingredients for life here on Earth were actually forged somewhere else entirely, long before our planet was even a thing. That's right. You are, and this is literally true, you are made of stardust. The atoms that make up your body, my body, all of us, they were created in the fiery heart of ancient massive stars that exploded billions of years ago. And that profound connection between us and the cosmos, that's the real starting point for big history. And that shift in perspective, that's what this is all about. Big history is really a new kind of origin story, one that's designed to completely reframe how we understand the universe, and maybe more importantly, our place in it. So instead of learning about, say, physics over here and biology over there and human history way over in another classroom, big history just weaves them all together. It shows you how the laws of physics gave rise to chemistry, and how chemistry set the stage for biology, and how biology eventually, after a long time, led to us. So the crucial point here is that everything from the way galaxies form to the invention of the internet, it's all part of the same unbroken story, which is an amazing idea. But it brings up a huge question. How in the world do you organize a story that's 13.8 billion years long? Well, the framework for this whole grand narrative is built around these key moments of transformation. These points in time when something totally new and way more complex just appeared in the universe. They call these moments thresholds of increasing complexity. And the cool thing is, they only happen when the conditions are absolutely perfect. Not too hot, not too cold, but just right. Those are the Goldilocks conditions that allow something new to emerge, whether we're talking about a star, a living cell, or a whole civilization. So the whole story is organized into 8 of these major thresholds. It kicks off with the Big Bang, of course, then it moves through the creation of stars and all the new chemical elements, then to the first spark of life on Earth, the evolution of our own species, and boom, eventually, the rise of the modern world we live in today. Okay, so this is where the story gets really interesting, when we zoom into the threshold that brought our species, Homo sapiens, into the picture. Because, we brought something completely new to the table. Sure, humans might seem like just a little cosmic footnote, showing up super late in the story, but we have this one unique ability that just dramatically changed the pace of evolution on this planet. It kicked the whole process into a completely new gear. And this is it. This is our superpower. Collective learning. Think about it. While other species pass on information really slowly through their genes, we do it incredibly fast, culturally, using symbolic language. We can share what we learn, which allows knowledge to stack up generation after generation. And this ability created this powerful feedback loop, an acceleration of change that's just mind-boggling. You go from telling stories around a fire to the invention of writing, then the printing press, and now, our instant, global, digital age. Our ability to share information has just grown exponentially, and so has the pace of innovation itself. And that, of course, brings us right here to today. Understanding our place in this massive story isn't just some fun academic exercise. It's actually become essential for figuring out how we navigate our future as this globally connected species. The founder of Big History, David Christian, he calls it a new kind of map. Not a map of countries and borders, but a map of all of time and all of space. And it helps us see the deep connections we absolutely need to see to manage the huge planetary scale challenges we're facing right now. I mean, we are the first species on Earth, at least as far as we know, to actually become self-aware, to understand our own cosmic origins. We've gone from just being players in the game of evolution to consciously shaping the entire trajectory of life on this planet. That's huge. And that's really the key takeaway here. This story isn't over. Not by a long shot. We are living inside of it right now. So big history leaves us with this one profound question about our own part in this incredible ongoing journey. What role will you play in whatever comes next?